It's almost time for a new Predator movie, which means we're gonna cram your head full of useful background about this intergalactic species of outdoor enthusiasts. But let's not get lost in the weeds this time. You don't need to know which drug lords get picked off in what order in Predator 2, so we're gonna keep this to vital information about Predatordom only. The 1987 original Predator opens with this shot of a spacecraft landing on Earth. So fact number 1, these Predators are from space. See how easy this is? Next, we meet a team of human mercenaries entering the Central American jungle on a supposed rescue mission. Arnold Schwarzenegger plays the group's leader, called Dutch.
You're looking good, Dutch.
He's not Dutch, though. He's Austrian American still, I think. Soon after entering the jungle, the team finds another group of commandos, all dead, and the bodies have been hung up and skinned. Dutch and his men don't know it yet, but they're being stalked by a member of an alien species, one that's obsessed with the most dangerous game, laser tag. No, sorry, it's humans. The most dangerous game is hunting humans.
He's killing us one at a time.
This Predator is one hell of a hunter too. He can follow humans easily using heat vision. He's got a powerful pulse cannon on his shoulder that can rip through a human body like a tree-ripened papaya. He can even record human voices.
Over here.
Just like Kevin McAllister.
Yes. Yes.
But perhaps most terrifying of all, the Predator has a cloaking device. It turns out that Dutch's squad's rescue mission is actually a destroy an entire guerrilla base for the CIA mission.
Yeah. Stick around.
Which does not go over well with Dutch.
You set us up! So you cooked up a story and dropped the 6 of us in a meat grinder.
This probably won't come up again in any future sequels. We just love the relationship between Dutch and Dylan.
What happened to you, Dylan? I woke up.
Oh, the tension. And a million Dutchland shippers are born. Before they can bail, the Predator starts picking off Dutch's men one by one. It basically becomes a slasher film, only the slasher is a lizard man from space in a kinky fishnet Iron Man suit. Besides a love for killing, Predators are also keen collectors. But of course, Dutch doesn't scare so easily.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Turns out that Dutch's team is very good at bleeding because pretty soon the Predator kills all of them except for him and their prisoner Anna. Realizing that the Predator will only kill people who are armed and can fight back,
He didn't kill you because you weren't armed.
Dutch memorably sends Anna to the rendezvous point
Get to the chopper!
and prepares to do one-on-one battle with the Beast as only Mr. Universe could. He pulls a Rambo and covers himself in mud to elude the Predator's heat vision, makes a series of elaborate traps in almost no time at all, also like Rambo, and even verbally taunts the Predator.
You're one ugly mother.
Dutch and the Predator engage in some epic jungle warfare, ending in Dutch getting the best of his alien foe. But in a true show of terrible space sportsmanship, would that be spacemanship? The Predator detonates a bomb using a console on his wrist, even giving a chuckle as he does it. Dutch manages to dive out of the way just in time, and he and Anna get to the chopper and leave the jungle in one piece. And now we move on to Predator 2, which came out in 1990 but is set in the near future of 1997 Los Angeles. See, it turns out predators have been coming to Earth for years because they're attracted to hot climates and violence.
Iwo Jima, Cambodia, Beirut, drawn by heat and conflict. He's on safari.
So a downtown LA that's being ripped apart by gang turf wars sounds downright irresistible, especially at the height of summer.
Damn, it's hot.
So the Predator is cutting his way through the local gangs, behaving much as he did with the guerrillas in the jungle. He selects targets, skins them, hangs the bodies upside down, and recovers his trophies. Danny Glover stars as Harrigan, the very sweaty LAPD detective who's investigating these mysterious new Predator killings. He's pretty tough.
Hey!
So of course the new Predator takes an interest in him right away. Gary Busey plays a government agent named Keyes who's been covertly tracking predators. We are 2/3 of the way to a Lethal Weapon reunion here.
There's your killer. Wonderful, isn't it?
The feds have learned about the incident from the first Predator movie and want to capture a predator alive to dissect it and steal its technology.
Remarkable weaponry.
Yeah, that plan does not go well. The Predator also has a new weapon, a sharp flying smart disc he uses to kill Keys. Of course, Harrigan survives and faces off against the Predator one-on-one. Eventually, Harrigan finds his way into the Predator's underground ship. Inside the ship, there's a trophy collection which includes some human and alien skulls. Now, eagle-eyed viewers will note that one of the skulls resembles a xenomorph from the Alien films, an early clue as to where this franchise was unfortunately going to take us 14 years later. The Predator returns to the ship still alive, but Harrigan kills it with its own smart disc. He is, we can only assume, getting too old for this shit. Then some more Predators appear, but rather than attacking, they take away the body of their fallen comrade and reward Harrigan with a trophy of his own, a vintage gun that confirms they've been coming to Earth for centuries.
1715.
Just a side note here, there's a comic called Predator 1718 that tells the story of how a Predator got this pistol, by fighting pirates. Now, there are rumors that this was supposed to be the third Predator movie, and I think we can all agree that Predator using Jack Sparrow's spine as a jump rope would be a much cooler movie than the one we're doing next, Alien vs. Predator. Now, there's still some disagreement among fans about whether or not the Alien vs. Predator films are canonical in either franchise, but nothing here directly contradicts what we've already learned in the first two Predator films, so we're counting them. According to AVP, predators have been coming to Earth since long before the 1700s. In fact, they visited a primitive human civilization that predated even ancient Egypt.
They taught humans how to build and were worshipped as gods.
These ancient predators would come to Earth every 100 years for a good old xenomorph hunt, with humans being the lucky hosts and the people that get to kick the whole thing off.
Humans were used to breed the ultimate prey.
Okay, cut to present day 2004. Wealthy, industrious Charles Wayland, as in Weyland-Yutani from the Alien franchise, but that's a whole other CRAM IT, has discovered an ancient hidden temple beneath the ice on an Antarctic island and hired a team to explore it.
It's a pyramid containing hundreds of rooms.
But uh-oh, they were actually lured there by 3 predators, who hope to use them to breed some more aliens, which they can then hunt. It's like a training thing or a ritual thing or something, it doesn't matter. Now, you may notice that Wayland is played by Lance Henriksen, who also played Bishop, the android, in James Cameron's Aliens. It's a clever little callback implying that Wayland designed the company's androids in his own image, or that they created Bishop as a tribute to him. It also has nothing to do with predators. Sorry about that. The humans accidentally trigger the start of the hunt when they enter the temple and steal these predator shoulder blasters, which causes the predators to chase after them. These poor predators just want their guns back. This is all a wacky misunderstanding. Most of the human team gets killed, including Wayland. And then, of course, as the title promised, a predator versus an alien. The Predator's high-tech outer space armor is still affected by the xenomorph's acid blood, but less than human skin or clothing would be. Finally, only the humans' plucky guide, Alexa, and 1 predator remain to fight off all the surviving xenomorphs, including an alien queen. In a first for the series, Alexa and her new pal bond and develop a mutual respect. See, they're friends now. Sadly, before falling to her death, the alien queen kills this last predator. As we saw in Predator 2, more predators appear to take away their dead and reward Alexa for her survival skills. But in a shocking twist, it turns out the dead predator had an alien growing inside of it, which means this new alien is gonna have mandibles. That's right, mandibles! The next Aliens vs. Predator movie is called Requiem, because why not? That sounds dramatic. And it opens right where the first AVP left off. The alien predator hybrid baby, yeah, I said it, grows up and kills all the regular predators on board. Kids these days, am I right? The alien predator hybrid jumps in a ship and rockets back toward Earth. Oh man, he was already at Saturn II. They were making such good time. Eventually, the ship crashes down in the Colorado wilderness. Now, this releases not only the alien predator mashup, but a number of face huggers that the predators were keeping on board as conversation pieces, I guess. They start doing their thing and impregnating humans with xenomorph chestburster babies, pretty standard. And we cut to our first ever shot of the actual Predator home planet. An unnamed Predator, and aren't they all unnamed, receives some kind of distress call from the downed ship and discovers that xenomorphs are on the loose. Now, in past entries, Predators have not cared at all if humans discovered what they've been up to. In fact, they're big fans of leaving evidence of their activities in the form of the freshly skinned corpses of your best pals. But AVP:R introduces a new wrinkle. What if we forgot about established continuity? So we meet this one Predator who's basically a one alien fixer/cleanup crew. He's Harvey Keitel from Pulp Fiction, but with mandibles.
I'm Winston Wolfe. I solve problems.
In fact, on set they apparently nicknamed this character Wolf after Harvey Keitel's character, so that's what I'm going to call him from now on. Wolf uses a glowing blue liquid to dissolve the bodies of aliens and any humans that they might have killed. He also has some new gadgets. These little charges he plants on the sewer walls create deadly laser grids into which he can fling his enemies. He's also got an indie-style whip and a pulse blaster he fires with his hands, like a shotgun. Okay, so xenomorphs and the Alien Predator remix get loose and run amok through the town, killing lots of people, I think. This movie is shot so relentlessly dark, it's honestly hard to tell what's happening. No, seriously, they actually made a shootout at the power station a major plot point as an excuse to keep all of the lights off the entire time. But if you're in the market for a film about the outlines of famous monsters possibly hitting each other in the rain, this is the film for you. Eventually, a guy named Dallas references the first movie,
Get to the chopper!
and Wolf and the Predator-Alien hybrid kill one another. It really doesn't matter though, because moments later the government drops a nuclear bomb on the town, instantly killing almost everyone we just spent 90 minutes straining our eyes so hard to see. Aliens vs. Predator. It's not just dark, it's also grim. In the final scene, a government official delivers a briefcase containing the Predator shotgun weapon to a stern-looking businesswoman.
The world isn't ready for this technology.
And it turns out her name is...
But this isn't for our world.
Wait for it.
Is it, Miss Yutani?
Get it? Like the Weyland-Yutani Corporation? They probably had some grand plan to tie this whole thing together in a third bad movie, but now we'll never know. We just have to live with our current, still vague knowledge of this fictional future corporate merger. If you even want to call that living. Whatever. Let's move on. Okay, enough Predators hunting aliens. We want to see Predators hunting people again. And also, apparently, aliens as well, again. 2010's Predators opens with a bunch of badasses from all around the Earth and even some other planets waking up in midair. Parachutes open automatically and they find themselves deposited in a strange and unfamiliar jungle.
I've never seen this jungle, and I've seen most.
That's Royce, a mercenary, and Isabel, a sniper with the Israeli Defense Force. They're joined by a bunch of other soldiers, criminals, and killers. And also Topher Grace,
Help me!
who's apparently just a mild-mannered doctor. The group soon realizes they're on an alien planet and I think this is going to sound familiar to you by now, they are being hunted for sport.
This planet is a game preserve. And we're the game.
It turns out Isabel has read a summary of the first movie, which really helps fill in some of the backstory for everybody else.
6 men plus a CIA liaison. Only one made it out. He said they came in contact with something. He gave a detailed description.
That was really handy. But there are still a few new wrinkles this time out that no one's prepared for. Mainly that the planet is occupied by 2 different warring tribes of predators.
The larger ones hunt the smaller ones.
There are the classic predators we've all grown to know and love, including this one who's been captured and tied to a totem. And then there are bigger predators who wear all black and have better, more advanced armor, helmets, and weapons, because we just can't leave well enough alone. One of these new predators has a fancy drone, and they all have new and more elaborate scanners and imaging displays in their helmets. Plus, the new predators use these horned creatures the way hunters on Earth use dogs to flush out their prey. So they do the predator thing and start picking off Earth's mightiest killers one by one. Also, they claim they're disgusting trophies. Do you think high schools on Predator World have trophy cases? Anyway, soon enough, there's only 1 predator and 3 humans left. Royce, Isabel, and Spider-Man Origins Venom, who turns out to not be a regular doctor at all, but the secret serial killer kind of doctor.
It's a neurotoxin.
He tries to kill Isabel, but Royce intervenes, paralyzes him, and uses him as a trap, as one does. Royce lights the surrounding area on fire to disguise his heat signature from the beast, but it doesn't really work right because of the fancy new tech. Still, he and Isabel win the day, only to see more humans and aliens being dropped onto the game preserve planet. Plot twist! A new hunt appears, ready to begin, starting Friday, September 14th, with the release of Shane Black's The Predator. See what I did there? They didn't even pay us for this. We do it just to arm you with all the Predator knowledge you'll need to know to learn the most valuable lesson of all, that the chopper you need to get to was inside of you all along. Thanks for watching the Cram It on Predator. Let us know what you thought, and as always, we'll see you next time.